Welcome back, everyone. Today, football day. We're going to do Topps Finest 1994. There's your intro. Let's get going. Obviously, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe because we post this stuff every day. Now, with 1994, there are basically no inserts. I mean, you have refractors. That's the big value. And then you do get one of these in each box. Unfortunately, we got a rookie, but it's Michael Barrow. Kind of interesting. You can kind of see the wear and tear on this box. So, very interesting. So every box has one jumbo. And we all know, if we haven't learned recently, that the jumbos really are not what people are looking for in general. So, but I will throw this one up back here, just so people can see that you're getting the big jumbo. All right, let's get going. Yeah, make sure to subscribe. Again, we got the wall back here, but we're gonna change that around a little bit, update it. I know the pack's already sticking, so these ones, at least I know whenever they stick, they don't usually rip up the cards as bad as some of the other stuff, you know, the other brands there. Brent Jones, except getting them apart. We might be doing this a bunch today. Anthony Carter, put that in my Viking stack. Fred Barnett. Dave Stubblefield. So we're gonna have some good rookies, different stuff. Well, I will say though, again, I'd rather have them stick like this and not be like a Stadium Club or something back then. Marcus Allen. Steve Young. And I'll sleeve some of these up here as we go. Obviously, I'm not going to sleeve them all because there's going to be tons of Hall of Famers in these. And Ernest Biner. So I'm going to put the Steve Young up there. I mean, Marcus Allen deserves it too, but I mean, Carter's kind of a Vikings guy. And he's still, obviously, everybody knows he's a great receiver too, but we don't want to spend the whole video sleeving up cards, as you guys know. But we're going to put that one in one. Barry Sanders. Now, I know the Barry Sanders refractor is one of the big value cards in this. I mean, pretty much any big name refractor is your best overall value in the boxes. And some of the PS10s are crazy. I looked them up because I'd wondered. All right. Brett Favre. This is why I said we're not going to sleeve them all up. I'll probably put some of these in the stack right here. Milburn, rookie, and Ricky Sanders. I'm going to make sure as we're going that I try to get all the ones that are sticking to not miss any cards. I said refractors are 1 in 9, so we should see some. Junior Seau. Another one to add to the... Whew. We're going to be fighting the cards a little bit. This one is truly stuck. There it goes. Emmitt Smith. Natro Means. Schroeder. So, not too bad. Again, that's what I like about these, is they're a cool looking card. I'll show you the backs too, just in case if somebody hasn't seen or opened these for that long. Again, another Barry Sanders. So this is what I loved. I mean, these are just, like I said, they're a bright, good cardstock, thick. So you can kind of see it's not a cheap cardstock. Now, again, we're going to be pulling a bunch, so Jerry Rice. So I won't sleeve them up all right away. It's going to take me long enough to separate some of these cards as we go. So Flipper Anderson. Victor Bailey, the rookie, and Ricky Jackson. So if it's 1 out of 9, I mean, technically we should get 2 refractors in a box if we go by the odds, but Eric Swan, Irvin Fryer, there's our first refractor. And with these, it's pretty easy to tell. Slight difference in picture. Because what I do remember is, yeah, like I said, a lot of times in the back, because I have a couple basketball refractors from the 90s, and it didn't really say, and I almost need to use a one-touch because these get stuck in the sleeve, so when you try to take the Topps Finest out of these, it'll be stuck into that sleeve a little bit, so you got to pull it off there. So might not be a huge player, but it is a refractor, and that's really the only chase, I guess you could say, in the box, minus the fact that we have all the Hall of Famers that are already in there. Gary Clark, Chris Slade, Shane Tomlin. And obviously, if you've seen my other videos, I did pull a pretty cool refractor. I don't mind if we're getting a Barry Sanders every pack, though. I definitely don't mind getting a ton of those. Another Anthony Carter. Chris Carter. Wrong Carter, guys. It's crazy that the Vikings had both, obviously. Shannon Sharp. Now, I mentioned in one of my other videos, I didn't really watch baseball or basketball until like 91. Football, on the other hand, obviously every Sunday we'd go to, like my uncle's house or whatever and watch the game. Mr. Howie Long, and Brad Hopkins, and Tim Brown. There's a bunch of Hall of Famers in that one. So football, fortunately, got to learn to gamble young when they did those boards where you'd, put the money in the pool. Swan, Marino. Martin. O.J. McDuffie. And Brian Cox. I know Topps Finest. I'm pretty sure these boxes are online all the time. Another Barry. I just want to see this one in a refractor. That's what I'd like to see. But again, I'm pretty happy to already get a bunch of the base ones. Webb. Jeff George. Drayton. Roby. I don't know if I pronounced that one right. There we go. Derek Thomas. Holt. Kevin Ross. Kevin Williams. Barry Foster. So if we got 2 more refractors, I'd be pretty happy. I mean, one we should get. Should get at least one more. There we go. Williams, Harold Green, Ryan Blades, Eric Curry, Emmitt Smith. Is that our first Emmitt after all the berries we've seen? Yeah, you'll kind of see it already kind of sticks. That's the material sticking. So I'll probably end up moving these to some one-touches. I don't really have that many one-touches sitting around for an opening, since I wouldn't usually do that at the same time, but Chris Warren. Thurman Thomas. That's our first Thurman too, isn't it? Calvin Martin. Rod Woodson, James Trapp, Reggie. All right. Yeah, even these packs you can see are sticking to the front of that card. Jackson. Joe Montana. Yeah, that's our first Joe Montana as well. It's a little bit of a difference in time era. Ooh, that's... Sorry, that one was kind of sticking in there. So you said you can kind of see on the front there, so I have some work to do on that one. Oh, finish this Jim Abbott. Barry Foster. Barrow. Santana. Oh, oops. So we're a little over halfway done anyways. Yeah, I know somebody mentioned that on one of the baseball videos. It's Dolman. This one looks like there's a little ding on the corner, so Burkett. Pickens. Calvin Williams. Potts. Glenberg. Yeah, we had another video someone had mentioned about the cost of some of these types of cards. This is the stuff that most of us could never afford to buy when we were kids. Dave. Megat. Jerry Kirby. All right. Handful of packs left. One refractor so far, but every big Hall of Famer I think we could think of at this point. Vinny Testaverde. Try to get that good angle for you guys. Ismail. Don't worry, he'll be fine. Michael Irvin. Steve Everett and Ricky Waters. As we're getting down to the bottom of these packs, they definitely are sticking a little bit more. Coleman. Or Marshall. And Ronnie Harmon. Jim Kelly. Derek Thomas. I needed a challenge today. See, that's what's tough. It almost looks like a refractor. It's not, though, because I can see it in the light, but it could be because, obviously, the no name on the, like I said, on the unis. But it almost looks like it would be one. Garrison Hurst. That's probably the one rookie that I could think of. Yeah, it's not really, you know. Kirk Swan. Mon Johnson. Andre Rison. All right, Rison's still a pretty dang good receiver. Williams. Trapp again. I think we've seen that one a few times. And Cleveland Gary. All right, we got to get our other refractor in here. Hey, there it is. That's a good sign, seeing another berry. Morton Anderson. Oh, I see a refractor. Here it is. Ron Bernstein. Troy Aikman. Yeah, that's a great one too. Gobert, I think we've seen some multiples on the rookies as well. So we got our 2 refractors, which is, again, kind of what's expected out of these. Let's throw that one down there so we can finish up. Unless they throw in a bonus one for us, I wouldn't mind that. So white, Jim Everett, and Kevin Green. Again, some big name players. I'd say there's, well, it's the advantage of opening cards from the 90s. You kind of already know who the Hall of Famers are. So in the end, that makes a big difference. Eric Swan. Townsend. Reggie White. Conway. O'Neal. All right, last pack. Well, thanks for jumping in. I think what I'll end up doing here, since I did this 9s again today, I might, again today even, another Barry Sanders post. I mentioned that auto collection I bought that had a bunch of old autos from like Pro Set, Pro Line, one of those anyways, but a bunch of old cool inserts. I'm going to post that probably today as well. I was going to go through those. So I might just toss them, go through them today. So there it is. So what do you get in 94 Topps Finest? I mean, this is crazy. Certainly Sharp, Ronnie Lott, Barry, Reggie White, Kevin Green, Everett, Aikman, Sanders, Kelly, Irvin, Woodson. This is what I love about, especially 90s football. Like, how many MVPs? And really, I like all the Barry Sanders. Those, I mean, one of the favorite guys I watched, obviously, running, unfortunately, against Minnesota. So, like I said, I already kind of showed, but these are kind of your, you know, some of the main ones I pulled right away. And again, they kind of stick. You can kind of see on there in the plastic, so we'll probably adjust those. But like I said, very clean cards. Now, when it comes to the refractors, it's pretty easy to see. I mean, it's pretty significant. So I have a few basketball ones, but again, from what I recall, most of these old ones did not put like refractor on the back of the card. And so really you're looking at the card and you just kind of look by, it's not hard to tell, but I know on eBay it'd be kind of funny to see, not funny, but if people try to get that illusion of these being a refractor just for the picture, or if people post refractors and don't know because it doesn't say it on the back. So that's kind of the way it is. So there it is. There is your 94 Topps Finest.